Hamufungu, who is in Kinshasa tracking the elections, general elections there. So good afternoon, Ndishishii. What's the latest?
Good afternoon to you once more, Blanche. Sorry for that hiccup earlier, but yes, we are here at the Institute of Gombe, of course, but just across the Institute of Gombe is the main center of operations as well as the results center, where all of these results from today will be tallied. But just a while ago, we saw the Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, that's Jean-Pierre Bemba, arrive here at the Institute of Gombe to, of course, cast his vote as well. You would remember that name from the 2018. Of course, today the Minister of Defense and President Felix in this particular election. Blanche, you've mentioned some very key features there in your introduction. Over 100,000 candidates across the presidential, legislative and provincial level are, of course, standing in these elections. 26 candidates, to be specific, for the presidency race. Felix Tshisekedi, the incumbent, Martin Fayulu, Moise Katumbi, and Dr. Dennis Mukwege. He's, of course, a gynecologist who won the 2018 Nobel Peace Prize, and many consider the presidency race to be between those particular four individuals. Blanche, I must say that the process has been fairly peaceful, fairly transparent so far. We visited a number of polling stations. We had at the school. We also visited the St. Anne Parish here in Kinshasa, and people are happy. We spoke to a number of people, but of course we'll file a story for you guys later. Yeah.
Well, Ndishishii, I know that it's too early for the election observer missions to issue statements or even have comments on the election process so far, but have you managed to speak to some of them, and what are their views, if so?
Yes, this morning we were able to catch up with Mr. Enoch Kavindele, who is, of course, the former vice president of Zambia and who heads this mission on behalf of the Southern African Development Community. He expressed satisfaction with what he saw so far here at the Institute of Gombe, going through the number of polling stations, through the voting stations, and he's satisfied with what he's seen so far. Blanche, you would also remember that the African Union is here as well. We're trying to, of course, catch up with them as well, but it's quite vast. And just keeping up with my promise from last night, I understand that President Tshisekedi will be, of course, also casting his vote here at this particular polling station. So we hope that indeed he does come not too far from now, as the day is, of course, progressing quite fast. But Blanche, there were a couple of delays to this particular election process this morning. Some of the polling stations were delayed by 2, even 3 hours. We just saw the National Independent Electoral Commission, or SENI. They issued a statement a while ago saying that if need be, they will extend the election hours. So this election may not end at 9 p.m. this evening, but may continue even up until tomorrow. That is the information we're getting right now.
So those are the possibilities, but we will continue to keep track of you and also for the latest updates throughout the day. Thank you so much for that update, Ndishishii.
Merci, madame.